Thank you for listening. This is Jen Amaral Coons with Living Open. And so today I'm doing an audio versus video because I want to talk about emotional containment. And I think when practicing emotional containment, it is helpful to do with eyes closed. And so being on audio, it could be easier for you to listen to with headphones and have your eyes closed and not be distracted by myself moving around on a video. So with emotional containment, the concept of that is that emotions can feel really intense and overwhelming and make it hard to move about the world. And this can happen if people have flashbacks or negative images or memories, thoughts or sounds, sensations in the body that keep coming up that feel overwhelming. And so it's not about let me just never think about these things and lock it down. That's not what it's about. It's more about putting it away so that you can function and feel safe in the moment, and that that container may stay locked away until you have support looking at what's in there. And so sometimes we don't open that container again unless we are with a therapist or with a friend or with a family member that we trust, that we feel safe talking about those things that are hard. And so one of the ways that is helpful is to visualize a container. I'm very visual, but I feel like that's helpful for a lot of people to just kind of have an idea or something that they can call upon later that is nonverbal. And so a lot of times we can fight with our own self and talk in our own head and get lost in what we're trying to do, and things just feel overwhelming. But when we have this nonverbal image, it can be easier to call upon that later and do that later. So if you just take a minute, maybe have a couple of cleansing breaths, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just taking a minute to notice your breath, allowing things to come and things to go. And when you're ready, I want you to visualize a container that is strong enough to hold anything that feels uncomfortable or disturbing in this moment. And that may include memories, images, thoughts, physical sensations. May include sounds or smells or emotions. And we want this container to be strong. So maybe it's a safe or a drawer, a crate or a box. Just take a minute to visualize what fits for you. Just noticing what it looks like. If it's light or heavy, what is it made of? Take a moment to notice what makes it feel safe or secure. And when you're ready, I want you to take any disturbing images and put it in your container, and then shut the door. And then take any disturbing or uncomfortable thoughts that you have that are lingering or begging for attention, and put them in your container and shut the door. Now gently notice any uncomfortable physical sensations, any tightness or pain, anything that feels uncomfortable or disturbing, and put those in the container and shut the door. Notice if there are any uncomfortable sounds and put those in the container and shut the door. If there are any uncomfortable smells, put those in the container and shut the door. Notice how it feels in this moment. Is there anything else that needs to go in the container? If so, put it in there now and shut the door. Once everything needed is in there, check to see if the drawer is securely fastened. Is there anything else that could make it more secure? If so, do that now. How does this feel in this moment? Where would you like to keep the container? Maybe there's a special place that you know of that you could keep it. Maybe you send it far away, or bury it, or you leave it in your therapist's office. Put it there now, in a secure place, and notice how it feels. Now remember where this container is, because throughout the week, as uncomfortable emotions or thoughts, images or sensations come up, you can send them to your container and lock them securely inside. Take a couple deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just noticing how this feels. And when you're ready, you can stretch like a cat, open your eyes, come back into the day. And so this can be a really gentle and compassionate way to take care of yourself throughout the week. If you notice that you are in fight or flight throughout the day and you're becoming overwhelmed by thoughts or sounds, sensations or emotions, anxiety, you can put it away for a time and be able to move through the day in a different way. And so without judgment, just observing and noticing, allowing yourself to practice that visualization of containment. Another thing that can be helpful to add on to the end is once the container is gone, you can imagine yourself in a safe or secure space, a comforting space. And I will do another audio about comforting space. And you could listen to that if that helps you. So thank you so much for a willingness to commit to yourself and your health and your mental health, and to show up for yourself in a way that is compassionate. Take good care. Enjoy the day. Bye.